Everyone has a story. Everyone has been through something that has changed them. So, never judge a person by the chapter you walked in on.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are warm. Kicking it fly today, baby, because we are live. And boy, it feels good to be here just playing with my microphone, so I've got it on the high. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are warm. Kicking it fly today, baby, because it is Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means it's time for a little bit of tea with P, where the T is beer, the P is me, and you are here with me together, guys. Welcome in. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. Huge shout out to the band, ladies and gentlemen. Costing us a pretty penny to keep the lights on for them. And a huge shout out to Mrs. P Radio. Mrs. P Radiohead doing her thing. Yo! Let's go, guys. And shout out to you for being here with me, guys. If you're new here, this is your one-stop shop for all things nudes, culture, science, health, you name it, nothing is off the table. Boy, oh boy, what a show in store today. We've got a banger, a banger. But before I get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh, I'm spilling beer. I was like, what is it going? I'm spilling beer just right there. Is there a towel over there? No. Oh, well, I'm going to pretend like I didn't just spill my beer out staring into the chat like I'm just doing this saying whoopsies, making messes, no big deal. On my Nikes? On my Nikes? Yeah, that'll do. Ah, look at that. Producer Mrs. P on top of the game over here, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want the first 4 sips. That's for my homies, man. Shout out to my homies. You guys don't think most people do that in their house, but welcome to Canada, okay? Welcome to Canada where we pour a little out for the homies. Mrs. P, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah? Feeling all right?
Yeah.
Banger of an epi plan today, hey?
Yeah, it looks like it.
We just rolled in, too. We were at hockey practice till about 30 minutes ago, hey? Yeah. Yeah. Tight schedule. Tight. But we like it tight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. I see 256. What's going on, man? Smokes a lot. Good to see you, too. Cole Scapes, what's up? Mama Kush is here, too. Mama Kush, good to see you. Saul, good to see you too. Lacey's in the house. Lacey, good to see you, girl. Double A, what is up? Barina, good to see you too, girl. AKG is here. AKG is in the house. Huge shout out to the HGTC crew, lighting it up. It was a fantastic epi here today with a very special guest. Hopefully you guys had an opportunity to stop in, say hi, check it out. Thank you to everyone who showed up to T, or no, thank you guys for being here with T. Huge shout out to everybody who showed up for Highly Educational over on the AC Infinity channel. Much appreciated. That was a banger of an episode. Almost 600 people tuned in to hear Rob and Chris talk about cannabis. Isn't that something? Now, thank you guys. We're also going to be live tomorrow on From the Stash, highly uncensored, coming in at you at 1 Eastern, 12 Central, and 9 Pacific. 10 Pacific. Yep. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are around for that. Also, a huge shout-out to my patrons, man. Shout out to my patrons. If you're going to see your name at the bottom of the screen right there, huge shout-out to you guys. If you would like to see your name at the bottom of the screen or enjoy many of the perks we have over at Patreon, go to patreon.com/pigeons420. We've currently got grow classes on the go right now. We just successfully got every single one of the class members through the germination phase. So we are heading into the first few weeks of veg, and it looks delightful. Everybody's doing wonderful. So Huge shout out to them. If you would like to get a one-on-one experience in growing weed, man, check out Patreon, patreon.com/pigeons420. So come join us. It's a drop in and drop out as you please. If you're really good at doing the germination stage, so you want to skip that, want to come in for the veg stage and the training and getting some big, heavy stems to support some big, heavy flowers, come tune in, okay? Come tune in. You can come and go as you please. Also, big nudes today. We got a heck of a show in store. Turns out that there are influencers giving away some moldy weed. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Also, drama in the L.E.D. It's a good one. It's a doozy. They attempted to remove their comments, but guess what? Chaboy got them screenshotted, recorded, shipped, and sent. Okay, so we're going to be going through that. Also, I told you, politicians are coming for your weed vote. All that and more right after this very important message.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear.
Hi, I'm Pigeons 420. Will you be an angel for an abused plant? Every day, innocent plants are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're calling for your help. Please visit stashblend.com today and join the nation in helping abused plants get an 8-ounce bag of Stash Blend. That's just $27.70 or 96 cents per day. You'll be helping rescue plants from their abusers and provide nutrition, beneficial bacteria, mycorrhizae, and love. You'll help rescue plants from their abusers. Call or join now, and you'll receive a welcome kit of a photo of a dude impacted by your decision. Order now and change a life. Operators are standing by, ladies and gentlemen. Phones are ringing off the hook. Get your Stash Blend today, stashblend.com. Thank you guys for being an angel for a plant in our nation today. What are you smoking on, man? What are you smoking on, man? I'm going to be smoking on a little bit of pine tar. This is like the epitome of like a grade D weed. Looking for something else, but this is what I got. So I'm going to give it a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully you guys have seen that. You guys probably didn't know this. I was actually able to get Sarah McLachlan to sing for that commercial. Incredible. I'm quite impressed by her ability to pull up and show up. So huge shout out to Sarah McLachlan for being a part of this. Cheers to you guys. Hey, cheers to you guys for being here with me. Cheers, friends. Booyah! Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the nudes.
Canna News. All things culture, science, and health. Your one-stop shop for all things Canna News.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here and you just so happen to catch yourself flying on by, welcome to the flock. Welcome to TWP. As I mentioned at the top of the show, this is your one-stop shop for all things nudes, culture, science, health. You name it, nothing is off the table. We'd like to keep taking deep dives into our community and keeping people accountable within our space as well, because let's just face it, until, well, recently, people could essentially just prance around this community unchecked, man, unchecked. And let me tell you, as a content creator, ooh, you're just feeding me, boy. You're feeding me spoon-fed. Well, this is no exception. Today is no exception. If there's a story in your area that you would like to discuss or you guys want to hash out or bring up to my attention, check me out on Instagram or Twitter. guys, at Pigeons420. I talk about everything over there. I'm always open to discussion and conversation. It is sometimes difficult to see the chat as things go flying by. So if I happen to miss your comment or you think that I missed either a take on this or what have you, reach out to me, man. Reach out to me. One thing I want to mention too is we've got Zaza waiting for us tonight as well at the top of the hour. Had his account deleted. We're going to be talking about that and so much more with my good friend Zaza Genetics as well. I should have mentioned that right away. Totally forgot. 10 minutes in. Should have been like the third thing I said, but one of these days I'll figure it out. But guys, influencers giving away moldy weed. I'm sure this is a story that many of you guys have already heard. I know Matt from Strange Show and Nick covered it yesterday. And in fact, Liger covered it the day before. And in fact, I saw Growing Pains on X call people out like a week ago. And we were kind of just watching how this whole scenario was kind of unfolding. If you're not aware, Pine Park, including Eric Kahn and Tim Pool, were running a contest over on their X. And actually, I'll just let the ad play for itself. You can play that on the there you go. Big. This is Eric Kahn from Pine Park. Oh, you can't hear him. So essentially, what he is saying is that him and Tim are giving away a 1 pound bag. Oh, it's good. Oh, you did get it? Oh, go ahead.
Listen, Twitter, we're giving away a pound, all right? We're teaming up with Bay Smokes to bring this right to your doorstep, man. All you got to do is retweet, comment down below. How fast do you think you could smoke this? Be realistic, no cap, all right? No capping. We got 1 pound right to your door. How long is it going to take you to finish it?
We're going to be picking the winner at the end of the month of August. So you have the entire month. Make sure to get your comments in. Tell a friend. Make sure to get their entries in. Thank you to Bay Smokes, man. Good luck, guys.
We'll see you over.
So there you have it. There you have it. They were running a giveaway. All you had to do was participate on their social media, and you had the opportunity to win. Well, the lucky winner was Feral 420. She won. Congratulations to her. She was the lucky winner. She was picked. She was shipped and received her pound of Bay Smokes herb. But guess what? She ends up tweeting this, where she says that it turns out that she had moldy herb. Can you zoom right into that? I don't know if you can. Yep, perfect. So it says, no, oh, sorry, not this one. I got them in the wrong order. It was the one by Feral first. This is the call out. No. No, okay, that's her response. Okay, my bad. Feral puts out a tweet that essentially states, hey, quit trusting your influencers because the weed that they're showing you is bunk and the weed that you're receiving is full of mold. In fact, she doesn't call out Bay Smokes, Eric, or Tim specifically, and then she posts pictures. Now we can show the pictures. Hopefully they showed up. The pictures of the moldy stuff? Yeah. And then just zoom in so I can read that just a wee bit. There we go. So it says, I can't read it. No, it's too small. My glasses are on, but they're too small. There we go. Big name. Oh yeah, this is the one. Big name online dealers. Please stop sharing fake videos of your bud when it only looks like this and takes an entire 14 grams to feel something. This had mold on it and is drier than your granny on a Saturday night. Luckily, I was only sick for a couple of days. Not to mention, came with strings attached. I cannot support this any longer. And it's kind of tough to see here, but in fact, there is moldy product here. Nothing gets addressed online. You can take this off because YouTube's just going to love to age restrict me on this, even though it's crazy that there's so many creators out there that can just post pictures of weed, but I can't. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. This is moldy product. So nothing is actually mentioned about this. Then Growing Pains puts out nothing's mentioned publicly, I'll add. They did in fact reach out to her and promise her to send her more. But Growing Pains puts out a tweet. That was the second tab I had up there that essentially calls everyone out. And I'm going to use this to the max. There we go. Yeah. Hey, there we go. And just if you can scroll over, that'd be great. Hey, Tim Brown. Oh, I said Tim Pool. Oh my God, I kept doing that. I did that last time too. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Definitely gonna have to edit that out. My bad. I did that last time too. Hey, Tim Brown and Eric Kahn. We all. I can't read it. It's not on the screen. Can you back zoom? There we go. We're all just curious how long until you guys speak up about doing a giveaway with Bay Smokes for a bit of moldy weed, or for a pound of moldy weed. Got one of your members in the community sick. The only thing good came from that was bringing the exposure you two that will work with anything and how shitty Bay Smokes really is. Thanks for that, I guess. Eric actually responds, and his comments just right below this. He says, "You're acting like I shipped that bullshit, or we knew beforehand. Oh my God, I can't read this. It was so bad. Acting like I shipped it beforehand. Soon as the winner complained, we got them another one ASAP. And I won't be giving away their shit anymore." And so they go back at it. They go back and forth at it. But the issue is that a member of their community got sick from product that they were giving away from people that they are working with. Well, they did try to reach out to her and ask her if she wanted another pound of weed, but I don't think I nor her would really want to take another pound of weed that came from a tainted source. It turns out that members of the community did get a hold of her, and she was taken care of. But it's not over yet. The next tab. This is a screenshot from Bay Smokes to another creator or influencer, if you will, that says, "Please send your full name together with complete address, including state and zip. For the video, we would love for it to be authentic and not super salesy. It can literally be a quick 15 seconds or 30-second video saying, quote, Bay Smokes came through with a free 3.5 grams. This stuff is fire. Or, I don't know why Bay Smokes is getting all that hate. This stuff is gas." Like something painting us in a positive light. That's super quick and gets our name out there in a positive way. Thank you. We will get the order placed right now and expect to have something delivered in the next week. So Farrell is essentially calling out Bay Smokes and say, well, hey, shit, you're telling people to talk positively of the company while you're going through this kind of shit. Well, to top it all off, Eric Kahn is still selling, as of this afternoon when I made this video, or when I got this story together, still selling Bay Smokes from their website. And I want to give a huge shout out to Strange Show. Matt and Nick sat down last night and they talked about this. They brought up this very fact that, sure, moldy weed happens. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm a home grower. I've been growing for years and years, over a decade, probably 15 years plus. I've molded weed. I have molded weed. It is so frustrating. It happens. That's the reality of the process. It shouldn't happen all the time. You should be able to fix it. But in regards to your public image, and this is something that Matt said that I agree with, in regards to your public image, you should no longer work with that company. Or at the very least, you should be suspending operations until you can get to the bottom of why they have moldy weed. Their reference from the Strange Show last night was lettuce. If, as a supplier of lettuce, if you ship out lettuce to a grocery store and it has a cross-contamination of, say, salmonella or whatever, I would expect the grocery store to say, hey, we're not going to be selling any of their product until we get to the bottom of all this mold, all of this tainted product. How do we know the rest of the batches aren't tainted? That's a problem. That's a problem. And I understand these guys all chum together, and I understand that they're all friends, but I got to be straight with you. If my friend was selling a product that was getting people sick, I would honestly have to say, unfortunately, bro, it's going to be more honest conversation than I'd have with some other people. But I'd say, bro, I'm sure you can see where I'm coming from here. I love you, but the reality is I got to put this on hold right now, man. I need you to do some testing, open up your bags, check that product, reseal them. Once they're tested, send it. Put a little bit of an older date on it, and away you go. If it's good, if it's properly stored, or if it's good product, another opening to test for quality won't hurt it. So I'm really disappointed, man. I'm really disappointed. Now, I'm not saying I held these guys to a huge regard in the first place, but these are the actors that are working within our community that are clearly taking advantage of the community. Don't care if people are getting sick. That's really, really sad, man. That's really scary to me. So grow your own. I think that's the reason I get suppressed so much, is because I tell people to be self-sufficient. I tell people to be self-sustainable. Rely upon yourself. Don't give money to the system. And I think that's why the people that are just showing Bay Smokes on the internet, or any of these other dispensary products on the internet, they can just whip open those little anime bags, and they can just pull the weed out, and they can just show it, and then they can smoke it, and they don't get suppressed. There's plenty of creators out there that are almost at 1 million subscribers. Rob and I were talking about this not that long ago. Almost at 1 million subscribers that are showing weed, but they're telling you where to buy it. They're telling you where they got it. They're encouraging an entire mass to go into the market to buy weed. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to save thousands of dollars a year and grow your own. It's that easy. And I think that's the difference. And I think that's why the grow community gets so much heavierly suppressed, is because of that reason. It has to be. It has to be. Just look at the weed. Just look at all the weed on YouTube. But for some reason, it seems to be the consumption side. The people that are buying it, that get to create videos and celebrate it, versus the people that are growing their own, that are encouraging other people to grow their own. Yeah, maybe it's my tinfoil hat. She's on a little tight here today, folks. But let me tell you, if you thought that was a juicy story, boy, I've got another one here for you. But the reality is if you want to add anything to that, or if you want to contribute to the show, or you want to give your 10 cents, because, hey, guess what? There's a lot of Bay Smoke fans out there, man. There's a lot of... Hey, I'm a fan of Pine Park. Ask Rob and Chris. I've talked about Pine Park quite a bit. I actually look up to them in terms of the shit that they're doing, the shit that they've been creating as a podcast, as a creation, and as an entity as a whole. But this seriously takes the respect down at least 3 levels, man, 4 levels. There's only 5 levels. But it's like, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate that you take advantage of your community like this. These are the very people that put you in the position that you're in right now. And you're making them sick. And maybe they did. Let me just say, maybe they did reach out to her behind the scenes. And we know they did. They did. They offered more weed. Maybe they did. But why wouldn't you make a public statement? Why wouldn't you make a public address in regards to what's going on? Hey, and I understand some things are left unsaid, right? Because if you say it, then it gets bigger. You address it. But I don't know of anything more heinous than standing by while someone in the member of your community got sick, and you didn't stand up and say, yo, I failed, man. Now, of course, this was Bay Smokes, right? This wasn't Eric Kahn, but this was Eric Kahn and Tim Brown's giveaway. They are 100% responsible for the backlash and controversy that comes with this. They're responsible for a statement. And it should sound something like, we're incredibly sorry for the impact that this has had on our community. We can't believe that this happened to you, Farrell. We are so sorry. We want to do everything we can to make it up to you. We're going to make this right. But what we can't take away is that we made somebody sick, damage was done, and our reputation was hurt. And for that, we're going to spend an eternity trying to make it better. But more importantly, we're going to spend an eternity trying to make it up to Farrell. Because Farrell got sick. That's the shit. That hurts. We're sorry. We're not working with Bay Smokes anymore until they've got this figured out. What happened? How did it happen? Why did it happen? Is it going to happen again? And what are you doing to prevent it? I might have repeated one twice, but that should be something like that. Full stop. Full stop. Man, it comes from the heart, man. You made somebody sick. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. That one stings. So anyways, that's the story. That's my opinion. You might like it. You might not, but I want to hear from you. You can hit me up at Pigeons420 over on X. Okay, you can leave me a comment under here as well, and I'll make sure that this will be chopped up and posted probably tomorrow, and a little more refined. But please feel free to leave your opinion, guys. Cheers. Now I got a juicy one for you here, guys. I got a juicy one here for you guys, and this one boils my blood, man. This one boils my blood, and this is again why I keep repeating why tea with P exists. There's plenty of tea out there, ladies and gentlemen. And what do I mean by tea? I mean information in which I think deserves to be discussed. And why not discussed over a little bit of herb and a little bit of tea? Eh? So I'm just chilling yesterday. I'm just chilling. All of a sudden I get a message from my boy, Mr. ROBCLTV. His Instagram game is fire. Make sure you go check him out, Mr. ROB, on CLTV. Sends me a screenshot of a post of actually, you can show this post so I can read it. This is an Instagram post by a Dr. Dankenstein. And can you zoom in for me on this one? And it says, and I quote, "Under canopy lighting just tells me you've got too much money and too much time. I'll live with my 0.5% less of a yield." And boy, oh boy, did this start a storm. This goes incredibly left very fast. You might be thinking that part of the conversation might be, what do you mean? Some of the supplemental lighting right now is incredible. What do you mean? You can add this. Or no, you can't add that. No. It doesn't take very long for this conversation to take a very, very dark turn. Now, I would love to refer to the comment section in the post, in the thread. However, somebody, at least 24 hours later, was fucking sober enough to remove their comments from the internet. However, this is the internet, and I not only took pictures of them, videoed them, signed, sealed, delivered them. We've got it all, and I'm going to try to break this down for you. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of Grandmaster Levels, GML. Used to work for another lighting company. I'm not going to pull them into this story. Used to work for another lighting company, left said lighting company, had some connections with people from that company, perhaps inquired some information, started his own lighting business, and started providing lights to the market. Now, there's such thing as lights that work on IPM. I had no idea. What a great direction for this conversation to go in. However, it doesn't take very long for a troll to make a comment, and I'm just going to call it a troll because I can't validate anything that or as a reader, I couldn't validate anything that was being said in the comment section. So go ahead, here, babe. We'll play the tape. So the very first comment is, "We have the Grandmaster Levels on pre-order." And the next comment says, best in the game, wise choice. And then it says that, I think it might have gone, yeah, go back to the second part. It go a little fast. My reading skills are slow. Yep, just to that. Why support a thief? If you want his lights, get them from the supplier for under half the cost. Exact same light from the same manufacturer. Seems like an innocent enough comment. Seems like it's like someone like a troll, a hater, trying to undermine the community a little bit or the creator a little bit. And, you know, just seems like just a little hate. Just a little hate. Well, there's a few comments that go on between one comment and another. They're kind of discussing the situation. Then out of left field, Grandmaster Levels comes in responding to the original comment. And I'm just keeping it to here because there's a whole thread there that you can now read here by pausing the video because I got the whole thing screen recorded. Grandmaster Levels comes into the equation with this comment and says, what is your motive to lie? That is 100% lie. Everything that you said is not true. Not even 1% true. Green Jeans has me blocked on all accounts. Every light I've personally designed. No one can even white label our fixtures. You're lying through your teeth. You're a perfect example of what is wrong with the community. If I copied someone, how come we're first company who can sell it as pesticide light? How do we have utility patent attached to it? Do you under what okay, I can't, it sounds like it's written by a 12-year-old child. So I really struggle to make out the sentences. Then this isn't even the juice. Then the comment right underneath, which is now Grandmaster Level Nutrients with a blue checkmark verified account, responds to the comment with this. Pause that. If you can buy our lights at half price, and I'm going to have to slightly edit this, guys, because OMG. If you can buy our lights at half price from our manufacturer, you're a offender and a child rapist. Only the bottom of society would make up such a slanderous thing. So yeah, you're a offender. Everyone should keep their kids away from you, and you shouldn't be allowed in parks. And then he refers to the other person making the comments. Now tell me this doesn't catch you in left field. Let it play. Mr. ROBCLTV says, what the fuck kind of reply is this? Bad look. Hit pause. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second. It's a hack. Somebody hacked his account. Nobody would say that kind of shit. Somebody hacked his account. That's a perfect excuse. That's what I would have said if for some reason I went on a fucking lorazepam crazy drunken fucking rant. Let it play. But wait, there's more. So then people are agreeing with Rob. Wait a sec. That is a really rough take. That is a bad look. But then Grandmaster Level himself on his account, let it play through so it goes all the way. Just to the, on his own account, verifies, he doubles down. He doubles down on his account. Oh my, you can't even make this up. This is straight out of Hollywood. There is not one, he's responding to Rob, because like that's the person you need to respond to. There is not 1% truth in anything this person said. Thank you for being so concerned about my public image. I stated what I stand by what I said. Anyone that is willing to tell 100% slanderous lie is or equal to what I said. He's on both accounts. When you've done this with your whole life and followed a certain code, you do not care about someone being offended over a comment. If someone wants to handicap their grow and use inferior products because of a comment, go for it. We have the best valued lights in the world. Let it play through. There we go. We have 40 to 50 new customers a day minimum between Canada and the USA. I understand people like you might get offended, but for every person that had their feelings hurt, we get 5 times the amount of respect, love back. Honor and keeping things real are super rare these days. And this continues to go on. This is an entire thread of him doubling down, saying, yes, people who talk shit about my lights are equal to people, to offenders and to grapists. And it's like, how did you get access to the internet? And what are you on right now? Because it's fucking ludicrous. And then he responds, I'm not saying someone can't copy me. And then he goes on, double down. I double down. I'm sick of slander. Anyone make up these lies is equal to what I said, or they really are. Or they really are. Yes, people who make fun, that's what he's saying. People who make fun of his lights are equal to those definitions. I honestly can't even believe what I'm reading. Then Rob's like, no, they're not. Like, what a take. Oh my God, how did you find that, Rob? How long did that take you to come up with? No, they're not equal to someone who assaults children. What the hell is wrong with you? And then Rob says, so words are equal to assaulting children? Interesting take. Let it play. I'm letting this play because the way it finishes is almost comical. And so his replies continue. He's using words that are offensive and ridiculous. Anyone who is willing to campaign 100% lying is equal to that, in my opinion. Funny how he doesn't say it again. You're totally okay with someone telling slanderous lies, trying to damage us. It has nothing to do with it. You endorse light that have a 2-year warranty for self-profit when there are good quality lights for cheaper that have a 5-year warranty. What a great pitch. Oh God, head on down guys to a warehouse now. If a light has a 2-year warranty, fuck him. I can't even finish that with a response. Rob says, there's nothing even remotely similar between someone slandering your brand and assaulting children. What are you even talking about? My show sponsor? Dude, hire a social media manager because you are doing your brand a disservice with how you come across in the comments. And then keep it going, because you would not believe the response that he gives. It's almost like it's hidden, then I pop it up. It's almost telling. It's almost incredible the kind of people that are just really enjoying the benefits of our community in this industry. There we go. So this is how it finishes. This is Grandmaster level. You do not care about me or have my best interests. It's great that you're okay with slander, but offended when someone calls them out. I don't need any advice from you about anything ever, which proves to me it was definitely written by either someone who was fucked up or a 12-year-old child, because that is a tantrum. I don't need any advice from you ever, as he stomps off out the door, and the door smacks him on the ass on the way out. I think that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, as I just mentioned, those comments have been deleted. They are no longer on the internet. People love to give me shit because I talk about this stuff. I apologize to no one. I am not sorry that I bring this shit to light. I am not sorry that I am good friends with a dude that's willing to call this shit out. A spade is a spade. And Mr. ROBCLTV will tell you that to your face, whether you like it or not. And I'm going to back him up because he's a dear friend of mine. Absolutely pathetic behavior on behalf of Grandmaster Level and Grandmaster Level nutrients. And I will be certain to ensure that with every ounce of power I have, I continue to spread this message because you're fucking unhinged. And it's clear that you don't give a shit. Another one who doesn't give a shit about the community, because it's like, this is something that bothers me in the fact that you're perverting the term. You are taking away legitimacy from the fact that there are people in this society, in this world, that legitimately do horrible things to children. And to equate that with anything else is a far, far fetch to be made. And when it comes to your LEDs, OMG. The fact that you are oh so offended by the slightest comment, rather than just deleting the comment if it meant that much to you, or at the very least, defending yourself in a productive and intelligent manner, you chose absolute chaos. And I just, wow. I don't know. How many more people like this do you think exist in our community, ladies and gentlemen? There are definitely worse people than this. I'll get it. Yeah, people calling people names isn't that bad. But there comes a time when we have to look at what the names are being called. This is equal to somebody calling somebody Hitler. And you hear that shit all the time. And it's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. It doesn't equate. And if you're trying to have an honest conversation or an honest argument with somebody, you can't go to that extreme. You immediately lose value or momentum in your argument. You can't. So that's pathetic. That's my opinion. Maybe you disagree. I'd love to hear from you guys. Maybe I'm a little over the top. That's my opinion. And I want to hear from you because I get trapped in a little box. Sometimes Rob and I, we get caught into games of Call of Duty, and we just shoot the shit, and we tend to forget that sometimes there's a world out there, and maybe we just don't know everything. Well, we don't know everything, but we have an opinion on everything. Hit me up on X, guys, at Pigeons420. Guys, in just a few minutes, we're going to be sitting down with a good friend of mine and a good friend of the show's, Zaza Genetics. We have a lot to discuss with him. Man, I quite frankly could just sit and talk to him forever. But we're going to sit and chat about the fact that he lost his account on the IGs. I believe he hasn't been able to recover any of them, unlike some of the people that have been deleted. Yeah. So we're going to be sitting down with that. And we're going to be talking about testing your genetics, because the last time we left off on the conversation, we didn't actually dive into the whole testing drama that occurred in regards to home testing, getting testers, sending your genetics, all kinds of things. So we're going to be hashing all of that out. But before we do, I've got one last story for you, and it won't take too long. This is one that is going to affect a lot of my American friends, and in turn will affect a lot of the world, guys. I called it. First of all, I called it. The political candidates running for office right now are looking for your weed vote. Okay? They are pandering to the weed community like, oh, so expected, this close to an election. Okay? They'll even mention it without even being asked. All right? So when we are looking at our politicians, and when we are looking to vote, whichever way, don't care, whichever way, I want you to fully understand that weed, the vote for cannabis, the concept of legalization, is so far from the list of priorities that in my cynical opinion, we will not see any form of legalization in the first 4 years of either candidacy, either one. shit, I'll give you 8. You won't see it in 8 years either. But that's just my opinion. First video I would like for you guys to watch is this one that kind of furthers my point in regards to the pandering, if I may. No, the first one, Washington Post, I believe. Oh, whatever, not the Kamala one, it's the marijuana moment? Yeah, that one. Yep. Okay. Yeah, halfway down or something maybe. Yep, perfect. Shout out to Mrs. P running the P's and Q's. That's good. You can play it full.
I think in terms of marijuana, and legalization, I think that should be a state issue, state by state. The way they're doing it in Florida, I think is going to be actually good. It's going to be very good.
People should not be going to jail for smoking weed. We need to legalize it and stop criminalizing this behavior.
Should be a state's issue. States should make these decisions. Second, I don't want anybody going to prison for smoking a joint.
People who are 18, 19, 20 years old who had a conviction around cannabis, who have lived exemplary lives, and were simply trying to be licensed in, whether it be a nurse or a teacher, a police officer. They were trying to do these things, and that was keeping them from being able to do that.
Okay. Now, I asked Mrs. P to center it way too late. But as it just played right there, every candidate, or all candidates, are going to be talking about weed now more than ever. Some think that's very exciting. I do not. I do not think it's exciting. If this was an issue that meant anything to any of these politicians, we would have brought it up before 2 months, or now a month, before the election. This is not an issue. This is not an issue. So I just want to be very, very clear that it's not going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe it's going to happen, guys. This is an issue. They're pandering to young, naive voters just coming out of university, doing a little pot on the weekends. They don't really know what's going on in regards to the international affairs and the reason I say young university students, because if you're not like it doesn't seem like you're voting at all anyway. So it's like, because I know that was me. I didn't vote. I didn't vote until I got to school, and then I started the importance of it and so on and so forth. People are like, it doesn't matter, but I say it does, but it doesn't. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. The reality is that nobody's talking about weed because they're going to change it. They're only talking about weed because they're just going to get those couple thousand votes from each side. So I don't believe it. I covered my opinion on Amendment 3 in Florida. I encourage you to go and check that video out. It's just a couple down from this one if you want to see it. I highlighted it as well. But what I think is very interesting, though, is that Kamala, or sorry, if I may, the vice president was on All the Smoke or something. There's a podcast I never heard of, All the Smoke. She was on the podcast, and she said this.
Quick hitters, first thing to come to mind, let us know. Oh, cannabis?
I just feel strongly people should not be going to jail for smoking weed.
Sent them
And
to
we know
jail.
historically what that has meant and who has gone to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I just think we have come to a point where we have to understand that we need to legalize it and stop criminalizing this behavior. And I've actually, this is not a new position for me. I have felt for a long time we need to legalize it. So that's where I am on that.
I love it.
Okay.
That was it.
She
Oh, wait. Half a second more.
said weed, not cannabis. Pay attention, y'all.
Yeah, that's old school, right?
Yeah, that's old school.
I like it. All
I
right.
loved it.
Favorite holiday to
love
cook
it.
and what's your signature dish?
That's it. That's good. Yeah, she said weed, guys. Why? Because there's a month away from the election, and she's trying to feel hip. Don't think I'm picking on Kamala. Or sorry, correction. I'm sorry. The vice president, and I mean that with all due respect. I feel like we should have some respect for these positions, regardless of our opinions. I'm not just picking on the vice president. I will pick on Donald Trump as well. You know, you can piss off the hardcores over there. He's only talking about it as well. People will say he went the farthest as well. Nah, he did a lot of shit as well. He did a lot of shit as well against the cannabis community as well. And we've talked about it. So neither candidate has your best interests in mind when it comes to weed or anything. Oh, what's Shorty say? Shorty's comment, Mrs. P says, Shorty comment, saying they are going to legalize weed is like your class president saying he's putting Mountain Dew in the water fountains. Oh, he hit it on the head. He hit it on the head. I'm still waiting for Mountain Dew in my water fountains, right? So, yeah, that's a really good analogy. That's really good. And expect that to just go viral all over the internet now. So, yes, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story. That's my opinion. However, we have got ourselves a wicked conversation coming up. So I would like to welcome a good friend here in just a moment. We're going to do our guest.
Come on and lift your glass. You won your own free pass to be our guest. If you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
All right. So we'll just we're gonna wait for Mr. Zaza to pull up his seat, and while he does, I am going to sip my beer. Just finished that one. I'm gonna have a hard time remembering which one was which. The empty ones have no sleeve. Oh, I'm also gonna have a hoot because why not? That's very important. Set yourself in the right pace, and I'm gonna prepare, guys. What are you smoking on, guys? Proven that the shows aren't pre-recorded. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shorty, thanks for being here. Thanks for the comment, man. Cody, good to see you. Jason Jackson, what is up, man? Tyler Quick, hello. Dave the Stalker is in the house. Good to see you again. Frankie, what's up, man? Northern Grower, thank you for being here too, brother, making his rounds. I see you around a lot now, man. It's great to see you, bro. To a law-abiding citizen, good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well and warm this evening as well. Just waiting for Zaza to pull up. I suppose I should have checked with him at some point today to see if he was. Ding, 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 ding. I was going to Ashley Simpson there. I should have checked in with him to make sure he was still around. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this hoot for world peace. Just gonna do my part, okay? Little bit for world peace, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. Oh yeah. I think it's important before we do meet up with my good friend Zaza that we hear a brief message, a very important message. Some of you just got here. We've got operators standing by. Go ahead.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear.
Hi, I'm Pigeons 420. Will you be an angel for an abused plant? Every day, innocent plants are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're calling for your help. Please visit stashblend.com today and join the nation in helping abused plants get an 8-ounce bag of Stash Blend. That's just $27.70 or 96 cents per day. You'll be helping rescue plants from their abusers and provide nutrition, beneficial bacteria, mycorrhizae, and love. You'll help rescue plants from their abusers. Call or join now and you'll receive a welcome kit of a photo of a dude impacted by your decision. Order now and change a life. Oh, it seems excuse me, seems like he got himself trapped behind the scenes here. He's on his way, just stuck. All locked. Wow, I have a bunch of public channels. They're all locked? No, I know. I don't know how to fix that. He says they're all... Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. There you go, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, big guy? Huh. We'll see. Can you hear me, big guy? Can you hear me now?
You? Oh shit, I was muted. My bad.
There we go. There we
I'm
go.
like, yo.
I was like, how? He was here before. I remember he did this once.
Yeah, I'll be high, man. Freaking
Yeah, fuck, I 100% get it. Me too, man.
What's good, man?
You remember? I'm fucking chilling, bro. Just chilling, man. Your camera's not on.
Yeah, all right, cool. We're not live yet, right?
We are live. We are on.
Oh, we are. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's the same show as last time.
Yeah. I'm so used to going into the StreamYard thing, man. Hold on, let me.
It's all good. It's all good. Take your time, brother. Take your time. I'll pack another bowl. And we'll chill. And we'll figure it out. Guess I've been so high that I forget where I am. It just means you're smoking good shit. Your testing checks out.
Let's make sure. Hold on, let me make sure I got the camera set up for this.
Now you're good.
See,
put it on me.
Ready for StreamYard.
So he can. So if he comes in naked, he doesn't get. He doesn't embarrass me. Say one more. What you had? What'd you say? Wait, no, I said anything.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get it.
Nah, take your time.
together.
Take your time, man. I'm gonna pack this bowl. I'm gonna smoke this weed. Jeremy, I'm glad you're here, man. Where's your face? He's chilling. He's just getting things going, brother. He's getting things going. There he is. Good looking son of a gun. Yeah, that smile. I like that.
Yeah. See, y'all catch me off guard with the whole Discord, man.
Man,
I'm
you know
usually
what?
I'm always in Discord though, but I'm usually teaching in Discord. So
Yeah, bro, I feel you. Yeah, man. You know what?
good to be here, man. Thank you for your patience, man. Thank
Brother,
you for
of
having me.
course. To have you, man, it's the least I could do, brother. It's the least I could do. It's like having a friend here, man. We just
Hey,
chilling,
bro,
bro.
I'm back this motherfucker slow as hell. Can I curse on here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, be comfortable, man. Be comfortable. The reason I use Discord, bro, and I encourage anyone to use Discord is it's free, and you get free audio, free video output. I don't need to worry about StreamYard because StreamYard's doubling in price now. Did you know that?
Now, see, I don't use it myself personally, but
Okay.
usually that's how I'm so used to coming in and popping in. But I do remember us doing. I kind of remember last minute. I'm like, oh shit, who's using Discord last time?
Yeah. And that's it. It's just easier, man. I find that if I ain't paying, bro. I'm not paying. It's easy. It's free. It's right here. And it can get up to 4K quality. And then not to mention, I've got a bomb-ass community that boosts the Discord. And then you can get even better footage and audio and video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? How you doing? You been keeping busy?
Good, man.
You got your...
I'm blessed.
Sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted. I asked you a question and I was going to keep talking.
No, it's cool. I'm blessed, man. I'm always busy though. Yeah, for sure. Always busy, man. Always tired. I got college. I got work. I got this, so
You
I'm
got
always
someone.
doing.
You got someone at the door.
No, that's my ring. Yeah, it is. the door.
Yeah, I got the same one, bro. I was like, shit, mine's going off. How many
I was
people
like,
were just thinking the same thing at home? They're like, oh shit, someone's at the door. There's motion.
You're definitely right. I'm like, shit, I'm about to tell you, no, it's the. I'm like, man, that was the doorbell. You're good. What's up, man?
Man, I'm just chilling, bro. I had a great show, man. I called out a bunch of shit, talked a bunch of shit. It was fantastic. It was great. I love being on the internet. It's fantastic. You unfortunately had your Instagram deleted like not that long ago.
Yeah, just recently. Shit, they took all my page. That's the first time I've ever seen them take all of my pages, and or anybody rather, just all the pages at once. I had like 10 pages. They took all of them, and then they took my Facebook. I'm like, damn, my Facebook. That's like family and shit. I'm like, damn.
Really? Okay. So that's your personal Facebook?
Yeah, they took They took my personal Instagram. I'm like, damn. I mean, they took pages I haven't been logged into in years, so it was weird. But it's not the first time, so it's not that bad either. Because I mean, the first time around, it hurt. You kind of you learn from your mistakes. You kind of learn not to put all your eggs in Instagram's basket, right? Instagram is fun. It's a fun place. I used to have a lot of fun. We used to make money and join the lives. We'd be cutting clones live on on live and cutting cuttings rather. But yeah, that you lose that. You selling, making all this money, doing whatever, selling merch or whatever you got going on, and then all of a sudden it's gone overnight, and then that's not something you want to really depend on. So I mean, thankfully I went through that some years ago, and so this time around I was I barely go live on Instagram. I don't make any money on there. I don't really do anything on there. So it wasn't as bad. More so the pictures, losing all the pictures over time, which are probably still on my phone in the cloud somewhere, regardless.
You're right. They probably are, but I think that's incredible that they come after your personal shit, man.
Yeah, that was wild, but
that's the problem with doing the blue check mark and stuff, man, is that you give them all that information. And then they're just like, yep, we're taking it. You're going down.
And connecting all them pages too. You want to post from one page and make it go across all this other shit, but it's ultimately it ain't worth it. Man. You keep all that shit separate.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to. And clearly that it didn't even work. But you're right. No, a lot of that stuff should be uploaded to the cloud. Like, you use iPhone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's going to be uploaded to the cloud. I remember I lost my phone while I was ice fishing, and I was pissed because it was the photos, bro. It was the photos, years of photos that I lost. But then years later, I logged into the iCloud, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't lose anything." I was it was such a gift. I was like, "Oh wow, it's unlocked so many memories." Man. But
yeah.
Did you get any word? Any word from anyone from Meta or anything?
No, they kind of did it in a weird way. They were like, we took the page for a page, a company I used to own, which was a tech company. He said that page violated somehow. I haven't been logged in years. I haven't posted in years, so it made no sense how that page would have violated. But because that page violated, they just removed all the accounts, and it was just saying like, you got 180 days to appeal. Otherwise, we delete them permanently. But it's nothing to appeal from. Like, all the accounts are gone. It's nobody to, there's no way to talk to or communicate or appeal anything when you have to actually have an account to appeal from.
Yeah, that's frustrating. So, yeah, that's frustrating. You're right. They take everything and then expect you to be able to reach out to them and and appeal it, but it's like, you've locked my account. You've made it. I can't. And you know this. So it's frustrating to me that they get you that way.
Yeah, I wonder if this community is, one of the worst, one of the kind of targeted communities.
Of course it is.
It seems like it for sure. I'm like, damn, do anybody else go through that shit? damn. I mean, it's been a couple years. I don't even post cannabis content no more on Instagram. So I was like, damn. You know, I don't post shit no more because they took my page for posting cannabis content. So I lost it at like 8,000, whatever I lost it at. That shit hurt, man. You know.
So hear me out. I actually said earlier that I think it's because you or we champion people to be self-sufficient. That was the word actually I was looking for earlier that I didn't say, but self-sufficient. We teach people how to grow their own, man. You can go on the internet or on YouTube and there are creators out there, and I'm not going to call them out because I don't want to. I don't want to be like, these guys don't, what about me? But so like I am going to say that, but I'm not going to call those people out directly because it's like they're doing it whatever. But it's fact that if you look at some of these creators who are just advertising bud, they can show bud in the thumbnail of their videos. They can show bud in the video, but yet no restriction. This shit's pushed. It's on my algorithm and I don't even watch it. It's like, but yet the growing community faces some very weird, unnecessary kind of suppression.
Yeah.
I don't get
for
it.
Sure. Even on YouTube, as you know, I kind of fall in a little niche lane that kind of I'm able to try to float under the radar because of the content that I put out is really just educational. It's really like reproductive content. But because of my followers and the people that subscribe to me, they constantly flag my videos to the point where I have to probably 6 out of 10 videos I constantly have to appeal and get them to turn green because I mean, it won't have nothing to do with nothing. No curses, no nothing. Straight educational, not a weed word said or just a flag it.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Weird.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Of course, it's mass flagging. It's everything, man. And it's frustrating too that it's like you get AI. I know when you get, sorry, I got hiccups. I know when you get an issue with YouTube, the only way to get a hold of YouTube is Twitter. Like you have to use another social media platform to get a hold of a platform of another platform. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So anyways, yeah, it doesn't matter. But the reason I wanted to talk to you tonight was because you had your shit deleted and you've created a new account. And Mrs. P is going to share it in the chat once she pulls it up here. But you're taking an even different approach. It looks like with this content on this channel. What's your mindset while you're moving into a new account?
Really, it was me going through my phone and looking at pictures and reminiscing and posting pictures, and then me just kind of it's really kind of a rebellion against Instagram to say, listen, I could do what I want and still make it through this community that we hold. I'll still be able to educate. I'll still be able to get my word out. My word is not to show weed plants on you know, whatever platform you represent, or Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is. That's not what I'm here for. So ultimately, I could do what I want, and they just don't know that. So that's just the mindset I had as I'm posting things. But it's definitely not, let's go in the tent and post this plant. That's the last thing I'm, you know.
And you know what? It's like
super discouraging.
Yeah, man. And I'm the exact same way, bro. I'm the exact same thing, man. Oh, it's frustrating because I legitimately was like, I'm gonna start a grow series on YouTube. I think it's what I need to do. And then I posted one video, and now I gotta post videos of the plant. It was easy to say I was gonna do it, and it was easy to say I'm gonna pop the seeds, and then it was easy to show you a video of me with an empty pot. But now that they're germinated, and now that they're there, I'm like, I don't want to jeopardize anything, man, because that's how I feel. That's how I feel because I get so much flack, and I'm sure you do too, in regards from the audience, not your community, from the audience that says, "Where's the plants, P? Are you even growing, P? Come on, man. Where's the plants? I thought this was a grow channel. I thought you grew, man." And it's like, it's frustrating because I want to grow, man. Sorry, I do grow. I want to show it. I want to show it. I want to champion it in a way that I used to be able to do in 2016, 17, 18, 19, and not so much 19. But it's like, you can't. I can't. And there has to be an evolution of content so that I can spread my message in the same way that you've got a message to spread. So do you, man. And no one's going to tell me that, a couple years in on creating content, it's done and it just has to be done. No, there's a spark in there, and that spark's going to become a fire, and that fire's a flame. And it's like, I can't wait to be heated by that. And so that might have sounded gay, but I'm going to run with it.
No, I get you. No, that gets you for sure.
So I you have to come back. You have to come stronger, and you have to keep spreading that message. I'm not going to be put down by anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they want. They want to silence you. They want you to they want you to stop. They want you to slow down. They want you to I mean, I've it's not my first time, man. And you think you're doing something good, but then you notice that there's people that are on the other side of what you're doing, regardless whether it's good or not. It's still people who built reputations and brands off of being pollen chuckers. So when I'm coming out, like, man, listen, don't be no pollen chucker. It's just, you got the guys who still like, man, well, what the fuck? I've been doing this long. We the ones who ran this community for the longest, whether you like it or not. So it's still a space for them as well. Whether they choose to get with the program or not, it's still a space for them.
Yeah, and we're gonna overcome, and we're gonna adapt, and we're gonna come out even stronger, man. So there's an election coming, man, and without getting too much into the politics, do you think either way, whichever way the political spectrum slides, do you think that we're gonna see legalization in the next 4-8 years?
Hard to say, man. The Canadian stock market doesn't think so. Like it's, that's my thing. I like to watch I've watched the Canadian stock market for a real long time, the cannabis stock market. And that kind of gives me a good idea.
Okay, hold on a second. The Canadian stock market or the cannabis stock market?
Well,
legal market.
It's not federally. It's not federally legal. It's not federally legal here, so it's not the same.
Right. Okay. So Canadian cannabis market. That's what you were saying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
Okay. I got you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And that kind of gives you a representation of the entire supply chain around the world. When if we go federally illegal, things will shoot up in the stock market on that side, and then eventually we'll be accepted in the stock market here on NASDAQ and all the rest of these things. But that's kind of how I gauge it, and it's been no real interest. It's been real. It used to be volatile, but at this point, it's just down. It's been down for the last several years.
It's bad.
So,
it's down. So do you think? So Canadian market clearly, in my opinion, I actually totally agree with you. Canadian market may and does have an impact on what's going to happen in the States, and weed is down, but I don't believe that weed is down because it's legal. I believe it's down because of reasons that I discussed in a video earlier, where the legal market has screwed it. They've screwed the pooch. They have given every reason for people to go to the black market, and people are going to the black market. So that's why I believe that the legal market is in Canada kind of a horrible example of how to do things right. But I do believe America is watching it to see how it's falling out and how it's playing out, and it's not good. So would you say no legalization in the next 4 years, regardless of do you think because America's got an election in November, and I said earlier no. I don't care which politician you've got, which politician you choose. neither one of them are going to make any moves on weed in the next 4 years.
No, it'll be so. If anything, a small move like rescheduling or something like that again, or whatever.
Rescheduling didn't even happen yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So like Biden says reschedule, but it's not even going to be rescheduled by the time election happens. So will it be rescheduled, or was that just another grab for attention?
Exactly. And it's news like that that shakes up the Canadian stock market. When we put out news like that, like, oh man, we're thinking about going legal, then next thing you know, everything shoots up over there because they get excited. They're like, okay, it's about to happen. But then a couple of days later, you realize shoots back down. Like, all right, nothing's happening. That's kind of how I gauge it. You know, it's never really nothing happening. You know, until we actually see some change. I think it really boils down to education. When they start showing interest in educating and wanting to know more about it, then that's what those will be the signs of legalization. And right now, I don't think they're interested enough. I don't think they believe in cannabis, that is helpful to people. You know, I just don't think they care enough.
Nope. You're absolutely right. I believe that cannabis is an issue that affects too many of the common people, like you and I, and we don't, other than pay for everything, we don't have any real power, right? And we're not that we don't have any real power, and we're not the ones that can make change happen. I believe that change happens at an individual level. And this is why I think it's important that people like you exist and with your message exist, because I would like to have an impact on somebody on the individual level. I'm speaking to each person. If somebody, there's an account on Twitter I follow called Parents Opposed to Pot, and I swear to God it's a parody account because they just spew the weirdest garbage. And I'm not talking to them. I'm not going to sit here and try to argue with someone who's trying to tell me that the sky is green or whatever. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find the one soul, the one person who is lost, that's confused, that is unaware of what decision to make, how to approach life going forward after a recent diagnosis, after a recent injury, after understanding them, beginning to understand themselves. I want to try to find somebody who is unaware of the opportunities and lifestyle that weed can bring you, because those are the people that are going to make the most change. I feel like that when we can change, though, we're not change. That's not the word I want to look for. When we can show people, it's not about changing. It's about the facts. There's science. We can just use that to show people that weed is great. Weed is good. Weed helps people. It heals people. Those are the people I'm trying to talk to. Then those people can influence their families. The families can influence communities. Communities can influence countries. Countries can influence, in that kind of way, and even in a micro level. So that's why I think you being able to spread your message is very important, because you're very passionate, and that's what needs to happen. That's what people are going to buy into. That's what they're going to believe, is that passion.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Each one teach one, man. And like you said, it's about impact. Impacting. And when you impact someone, you do ultimately create change. And that's what we want. We want a better community for tomorrow. That's ultimately what influence is about, making sure that we can create a positive change. These dogs will start tripping in the background, so forgive me.
It's all good, man. Nah, you're into breeding dogs, eh?
Yeah.
I love dogs, man. So what kind of dogs do you have?
So right now, so I have a Dutch Shepherd, which is a working dog. So I breed working dogs. So right now, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, a old lady, she started a project some years ago, probably about 15 years ago. And I met her about 6 years ago. Long story short, she started to breed working dogs, but miniature. So miniature, little what do you call them? Pomeranian.
Oh, yep.
Mixed with a working breed dog, like a collie type of breed. So she decided to retire this year and asked me to continue working with her line. So I told her I would. So that's what I'm doing now.
I've never heard of a Dutch Shepherd.
Yeah. So a Dutch Shepherd was originally bred for World War II, and they were really successful. They were bred for agility and all type of different. They would jump out of planes. They were a little bit better than a German Shepherd because they were a little more agile and smaller, and they were bred for protection work as well. But eventually, after the war, they had no purpose. They went endangered, or over there, and so now it's a very rare breed, and so that's why I eventually got into it. But they no longer endangered, but it is still a rare breed.
So when you say working dogs, like, do you refer to the work that they were doing in World War I?
So they're bred for specific traits and specific jobs. All purebred dogs, if no matter what that breed is, if it's a purebred dog, it was bred for a specific job. And in some cases, some dogs have a high intensity for work, a high drive. So Malinois, which you might see doing police work, Dutch Shepherds, dogs like that are bred for military and police work because they have a high intensity for the type of work that's being done. Protection work, attack work, sniffing, tracking, really important type of work. But then you got other type of working dogs too, like bloodhounds and things like that, where you might see out there grabbing ducks, golden retrievers. All of these dogs are bred for a specific trait, herding dogs. So when they're in that natural environment and you put them in these places to mimic those, they're living sort of their best life.
I get it. That makes total sense, bro. That makes total sense. My dog works for belly scratches. He sits on his bed. No, he's a Chow Chow. I believe Chow Chows were like a Chinese defense dog, or like a
they're good guard dogs. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people they don't understand that. They fall in love with these breeds, but they don't understand that the breed is bred for a specific job. You bring a Rottweiler home, and you just want him to be a Rottweiler and be a pet, but you don't realize that he's a herding dog as well. He wants to, so they have these natural instincts that need to be satisfied. These natural urges that need to be satisfied. So I always urge people, when they have problems, you can put a vest on your dog, a little weight vest when you take him out for a walk, especially if you got a purebred dog. Give him a sense of work, a purpose of work in one way or the other, and it helps a lot with when you got a real anxious dog or a real crazy, out of control dog. It's a lot of times because it has the urge to do something, be useful.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. And man, I honestly believe that, like, you can attribute very similar things to dogs that you can assimilate to children too. In that you can three good things that I find that helps for children in particular, that I feel like can help for dogs, and that's good sleep. Good sleep. They need a good place to sleep. It's got to be comfortable so that they can rest and be able to put in that drive and that work for tomorrow. They need to be able to eat good. Give them a good meal. Give them good nutrition, something to burn, and extracurricular activities, man. And I think that's kind of where you can put the work in there, man. Where it's like you need to keep them busy. You need to stimulate. They have a purpose. They want to be able to do things, and this the same thing that, like, I have two dogs here, and I've got a son, and I do the exact same thing for both of them, man. So and my dogs listen miraculously. My kid listens miraculously. Yeah, but he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's got good foundation, good principles. So, and he's a teenager. Yeah. But it's like the same thing can be applied. Take your time. I feel like people get into, and I think it's the same thing with dogs and children. People get into them that shouldn't get into them. They just think, oh, I need a dog because I need just something to bark when someone shows up, or home defense, but put in no effort.
Yeah.
Feed them twice a day, send them out to the yard, and then don't even pick up their shit. That is frustrating, because then you wonder why you have a lunatic dog, or you have poorly behaved dogs, or children for that matter. It's just you're not putting in the right time, and that's unfortunate, because it's not the dog's fault, it's not the kid's fault, but they pay the ultimate price, and then the dog retaliates, or the child reaches out or misbehaves, and then the child gets blamed. The dog gets blamed, and the reality is that it's the parents that failed, both of them.
Yeah. Happens all the time. Yeah, they say it's no such thing as bad dog, only bad owners.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. Yep, I totally agree. And the same thing goes for children. There's no bad kids out there. There's just bad parents. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, man. Do you have kids?
Yeah, yep. I got a daughter. She just walked past not too long ago. Yeah, she's a teenager, man. I got a teenager. She's 17.
17, man. Good for you. How do you handle that?
Oh, she's a good kid. Like I said, I'm grateful, man. I'm so thankful, especially her being a girl. I'm just grateful, man. She turned out to be a really good kid. It's easy. So, no more girls for me though, man, because I don't want to try my luck again. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, I got lucky. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I feel you, man. It's funny. I wanted a girl so bad, and then I had a boy. Wouldn't change it for the world, bro. Wouldn't change it for the world. But I always thought that, I always wanted that, daddy's little girl. I could defend and stand up and check that boy at the door that would stop by. But you know what? That doesn't change as a dad for a boy. Not at all. My boy ain't settling for no hoe. It's like, I ain't letting no hoe through here. It's like, in the same way that I would have been like, nope, he ain't coming in here. It's like, nope. No. You think you got to win over mom? No. So yeah. But no, it didn't change. It doesn't change. It doesn't change, because it's you still want the best, right? You still want the best. It's just a little different. Keeps me active. Sure, she keeps you active.
Oh yeah. There's no rule book to it either. You just want to do the best for your kid. Make sure they're straight.
So 17, is that grade 12, 11, 12?
Senior, yeah, 12, yeah.
Wow. So you got this year?
Yeah, I'm signing up for SATs now, so.
Oh, you got a graduation coming up.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations, Dad. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm looking for colleges now, so.
Wow.
See how that works.
Wow.
So there's a new level to it, man. You accomplish. It's never a destination. It's always a journey, man. You just keep going, man. No time to pat yourself on the back. You just keep going.
No, I 100%. There isn't time. Because it's the next level. You just said it. It's the next level. You just leveled up. You beat the boss. Now you got to start again.
People depend on you. Everybody depends on you.
Power.
You've been given a gift. Shit. They depend on you to get it done, and then your family, shit, they rely on you just because you're a great dude. You're awesome dude, and you set all of this shit up. You promised, you made these obligations, and you said, I can handle this.
Damn right, man. That's the power of being a man.
Turning back. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No turning back.
No, there isn't. It's a great feeling, bro. Well, congratulations, man. That's pretty dope, man. To be able to deal with graduations.
You too, man. You too. Shit.
No, thank you.
Not easy, man.
Thank you. No, it isn't. It isn't, man. But it's like, you just keep going. You're right. There's no time. No time for a pat on the back. I'm worried about. We're doing tomorrow. Not worried, but I'm working into tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah, it's wicked, man. So the last time that you and I chatted, brother, we had a conversation about testing genetics. I had you on before everything broke out about Zaza doesn't test his genetics, yada yada yada. And I wanted to dive into this a little bit because like I wanted to give you an opportunity to speak because it's more than that. There's more than that.
Yeah. So first of all, let me just address that. So I absolutely test all my stuff. So my stuff goes through grueling, strenuous testing and training. So really, what I was saying was for me personally, and from my experience in the state of our community now. So and don't get me wrong, there are scenarios where testing using people as testers could be appropriate. So a scenario would be, let's say I'm a new and upcoming breeder, right? I've been learning through Discord, I've been learning through Zaz videos, I've been actually doing the work. So I bump into a population that I'm working, it has hermaphrodite. So cool, I'm excited because I've been learning this. So I'm actually gonna do the work, the hands-on experience, and I'm doing it, and I'll go through 3-4 generations, however long as it takes to remove this undesirable trait. And then by the time I look up, I say, damn, I think I did this. All right, well, let me pass it to a couple of my homies just to make sure this is done. All right, so, but that's through inexperience. That's through a new breeder, inexperienced breeder. Me personally, I would never, I know what to look for, I know what to do, so I would never need to use somebody else to test in that case. But what I was speaking on is a sense of our community and how things way too more than not is somebody putting two strains together, making an outcross, not knowing the background of these strains, not being familiar with them, not knowing anything about selective breeding or undesirable traits. And so they put it with the precursor as testers and give them out to people with price tags and many times. And what happens is that is what I was speaking on. In that case, that's not testing. That's and that's I don't really believe in using testers. I believe in getting your hands-on experience and your eyes-on experience so you can really get this under your belt. I can't be in the gym having somebody else shoot for me to get my jumper good. It's not gonna work like that. My jumper will never be nothing watching you shoot for me. I got to actually shoot the ball for myself to get that hands-on experience. And then maybe once I get my skills up, then I can invite you in to shoot with me and we can play 2-on-2 with somebody else. But I got to get my skills up first. So that's all I was kind of saying. Is me personally, nah, I don't ever need to use somebody as a tester. But I can see somebody new who's learning, upcoming, where that could be beneficial for them, for sure.
Okay, so I 100% understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Get your shit straight before you send it out.
Yeah.
If you have with purpose. Sorry, what'd you say?
No, have purpose. Don't
have
just
purpose. Yep. Sorry.
Don't just put two strains together, make an outcross, and then put it out to people just because you're not too familiar with the strain. So you're gonna say these are testers just in case something bad happens. Well, you knew they were testers.
100%.
And plus you paid $30 for it anyway, so I made some money.
Great cop-out. What a great cop-out.
Yeah, that's not testing.
Nope.
Testing is actually having purpose. Man, listen, I never even used these strains before, but I'm thinking about using this one right here. Can you guys run them for me and let me know if you see anything bad, something like that. But it's not really ever a situation where you're going to make money. Testing is not making money. You're not selling testers. That don't make sense.
That makes zero sense to me as well. Yep, that makes zero sense to me as well.
That's what they do.
Oh, you're damn right it does. And if I may, it's done by some of the very highest, largest actors in our space in regards to breeding and testing. Yeah, it is I don't understand it myself, and I think you're right. It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out because it's not like what they're doing is putting it through a rigorous, and I'm talking about a very specific group or a very specific selection of people that are pushing pollen chuckers, if you will. Let's put it that way, because that, excuse me, that's really what this has turned into. Is people are chucking pollen, saying, "Hey, I got testers, $30 a tester." and then you got to pay for that, test it to find out, oh, it is shit, but you're still out, $30 a bean or whatever it was. That's frustrating. That is a level down. That is us becoming complacent with a system that's just taking advantage of us, if I may. Whereas you're saying, if I test the shit out of this, I'll meet whatever environment or whatever situation. And if I don't, and you do find that, I'm gonna back you up. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You figured something out, but I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna figure this out, because that should be 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000. Yes.
Exactly.
Do I have that right?
Exactly. Yeah. The stress, because of the stress testing work I do. This is how people sound crazy if they would ever say I don't test my work, because I've never had an undesirable trait reported to me. How do you think that happens? Magic? It just doesn't happen by magic.
Nope.
It just doesn't walk out the house like that. So somebody had to do the work of selective breeding to make sure there were no undesirable traits. No germination issues, no hermaphrodites, no stunted growth, no anything that you don't want to see. I've never put that out, and nobody's ever reported to me to ever have. I've never got a bad report about my work. So ultimately, the main thing is to really focus on getting your hands on experience, man, because nobody is gonna do the work for you. So once you get to a certain level, then you can start to incorporate other people. But this thing takes 20, 30 years to get under your belt. So trying to have other people help you do it in the beginning is doesn't make sense. Pardon me for the.
No, I actually personally love it. I love it myself because it doesn't sound horrible. It just looks like a bunch of joy in the back. A bunch of dogs having fun as life happens in the
That's
house.
what they do.
Yeah, is what it is. No, that's great. No,
When it gets late, they go crazy. These dogs.
mine. If I open the door, the more I talk and get excited, then they get excited. They get excited and start to get a little more worked up. I want to have them in here, but I've only got one cable. I got an HDMI cable that runs to the camera over there, and I'm afraid that that'll be the one that they catch, and then boom, down comes the camera. I would love to have them in here. Love to have them in
Yeah, that's why I got my webcam on now, because I know if I would have put my camera on, they would have kicked it out or did something.
That doesn't.
The webcam is just solid. The webcam would take abuse.
Well, this way it looks good. I actually wouldn't even have known it was your webcam, to be honest with you, because it looks great. It looks good. So to take away from that, testing is on the breeder. I think that's a very, I think that's a very a fair level of expectation.
Yeah, I mean, and you'll notice that this is the thing. Any potential breeder who's working to become a breeder, once you understand, we talk about how important the tools in your toolbox are. Once you start to understand these tools in your toolbox, you are going to be so excited about this toolbox. You're not going to want to be giving people your tool. One seed out of 1,000, every single seed is important to you because now you understand what you're looking for and how to use them. So you're not going to go give somebody 20 and 30 seeds to potentially give away what you might miss. It doesn't make sense. Not to somebody who's really taking this thing seriously. Not to somebody who's just here for money and they don't really care. They're just making an outcross. They want to make some bucks. Yeah, give it these, test this, sell these, sell that, test this, test that. But make sure you pay $30 too. It's all just for profit. It doesn't make sense. No experienced breeder is ever gonna rely on somebody else to test this stuff. It just doesn't happen. You'll have a team of testers, even on a large scale. Those guys got a team of testers. They don't just send it out to customers and say, "Yo, check this out for me." Called quality control, man. Companies don't send out bad stuff for the customer to see it become bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, great, thank you. That's bad business. What we call that.
I get it. I 100% agree with that. Even if you're manufacturing a product out of conveyor belt, 1,000 a day or whatever, you still have quality control. You still have testing. You still take, the time to be able to figure out the ins and outs of your product. Yeah, I laugh while you're saying that because it only makes perfect sense. And I feel like it's become the cop out that breeders will just say, no, I'm gonna just send it's a travesty that people are paying $30 a seed for testers. And it's not like we're making that shit up. That happens. That's happening.
Well, it's one of those things that I was talking about where I said the people on the other side who've been doing this is the way they've been moving and operating. So you're not just gonna wake up one day and say, oh, because the consumer is smarter today, we want to change what we do and be smarter. They don't want to be smarter, but the consumer, that's the thing. That's where the conflict happens, is because the consumer's getting way smarter and they're becoming smarter than them. I always teach my guys, my job is to, teach you so that you can always do the work of being smarter than me. But my job is also to make sure that you can never be smarter than me. So it's always that steel sharpens steel, and each one teach one, and building up this community so that we aren't relying on the old ways anymore. But those are the old ways, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Zaza, have you ever whittled canoes for blind children?
Dang, that was a crazy ass.
Okay.
Dang, I don't even know if I know what whittle is.
It's actually a dance. It's actually a dance, bro. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was just curious. I just thought that'd be relevant to the conversation. No, I 100% agree with you, and I think that I just honestly think the reason that this kind of originated was because it was a misunderstanding of the process and the overall just understanding that I'm testing the shit out of this, and I am taking full responsibility. I'm not passing this off to anybody else. And I think that's just what the miscommunication was. Oh, he doesn't test his genetics. That's really what Gossip Girl really heard. So
it's funny, the people who say I don't test my genetics are the ones giving out undesirable traits, but they can't point out an undesirable trait on my record ever in history. Not even one report from ever one customer or ever anybody I ever gave a seed to will ever tell you anything bad about anything I ever put out. But that's because of my work from my hands. That's the hard work that I put in. They envy me because they don't understand the work that I put in and how to achieve the results that I get. So they envy and they hate, and they come up with these preconceived notions of how to misrepresent what I represent. What I represent is elite. When it comes to what I've been doing for 25 years, I deserve to represent it, at a high level. I've been doing this shit. I put in the work.
I admire that, G. I admire that. That's confidence on a product that should stand by itself.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, I just think it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm glad you were able to clarify yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was actually a banger conversation that we had on From the Stash.
Mm-hmm.
And
we always have good conversations, though, man. We always have good conversations.
Yeah. Bro, tell me, are you going to be traveling? Are you going to go to MJ BizCon?
I want to. I missed the damn. I was so sorry. I missed the event.
Oh no! Your flight got messed with, did it?
Yeah,
not?
I missed it. Yeah, it was.
Man, I can't even. Thank you for bringing that up. I can't believe that. Yeah, you totally got canceled. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, you were supposed to be pulling up.
Canceled my flight, and it was like my back was up against the wall at that point because it was like,
I get it.
Shit, I got a really good deal on the flight originally, and now they wanted to kind of like 4 times what the amount that I paid.
Nope.
So I'm like, shit, I just couldn't do it, man.
Nah, man, I don't blame you. Family comes first.
But I definitely want to make BizCon for sure, man.
Well, if you look at, where are you? Relative. Jersey. If you look at, Jersey's, if you look at flights right now, it was a couple $100 for Rob to get a flight from Michigan. So yeah.
I'll DM you. Let me know when I need to book it for. I'll book it tonight. Shit.
Okay. 100%, man. We're gonna be in touch. Let's keep in touch because you 100% should be there. You 100% should be there.
I missed the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me talk to the boys because we can't miss on that because man, fuck it, it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yes, but as a juvenile, and I didn't even. Well, I did smoke, but I was a juvenile, so no, not really. I didn't experience it really.
Yeah, I
So
get it. I get it. It's a great time, man. And the MJ BizCon is like one of the busiest times. It's crazy how busy it gets. So it's like, yeah, book now, book now. You can get like cheap. Well, not cheap, but relatively affordable flights. It's relatively affordable to stay if you grab the right days, because yeah, it can be like $600 one day somewhere, and yeah, Vegas has got some weird pricing, man. They know how to kind of gouge you, if you know what I mean.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
If there's shows in, like there'll be $50 nights at like the Bellagio, and then the next night $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Don't stay at the Bellagio. Don't stay at the
Yeah.
So what do you got going on recently? What have you been working on for projects, bro? I've been seeing some banger videos on the main on YouTube.
Yeah.
Talking about
I'm
genetic
just,
testing actually was one of the latest ones I saw.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay consistent, man. Balance, regular life and school and work and YouTube and teaching. We had a nice class in Discord yesterday, so I'm still teaching Discord. We'll do 4 classes a week in Discord.
I was just
we
gonna
do
say, what are
2
you doing?
breeding
Yeah.
2 breeding classes, and then
What
we
up,
do
gang?
2 growing
Today
classes. One advanced growing, and one growing 101. So that's 4 days a week in Discord. And I used to do it full time on. I used to do it every day on Clubhouse, but I started doing it on Discord. But other than that, man, just trying to rebuild this new page. That's it, and trying to stay consistent with YouTube. I'll be so damn tired, man. I don't be wanting to record no videos, but I know that people be wanting it. They need it. They need the information, and I need it to stay relevant around here. Otherwise, I don't have a purpose my damn self. Shit. So, I gotta always find the motivation. I don't have the motivation here that I had 4 or 5 years ago. When I was here, I was like chicken with my head cut off. Running around and getting it all done with one hand. I would get it done in a week, man, no matter what it was. But now I'm like, shit, I don't look at it. I don't even want. I don't even got.
Man, you should be looking at. There's like apps like fucking CapCut. Are you familiar with CapCut?
Yeah.
Bro, man, it makes it so easy. You boom, get it out. Boom, get it out. Makes it you like just so that like
it's not the work for me. It's more the inspiration.
Okay, that's fair.
I draw my inspiration from other people, from my students, from people, from the comments. Like people in the comments will need. It got to be a need. If I see somebody needs me, then it inspires me to go do it. But in between there, I'm just like, man, shit, I don't feel like.
I get it. And then recently having your shit taken down certainly doesn't help either.
Yeah, that always slows you down too. Sure.
I just took a
rip. Make you take a break for sure.
That's it. But bro, I want you to know though that you have a position here, man. You have a voice. You have a purpose. You have an incredible community. You got the Gorilla Gang, man. You got everyone standing behind you, bro. And and I know that is tough to always. I'm not gonna say to see and feel, but it can be tough to find the motivation in that. And I often feel that what we do is we're looking. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm often looking at my buddies, man. I'm looking at Rob. I'm looking at Chris. I'm looking at other channels, and I'm like, holy fuck, they're killing it, man. They're doing things that, holy fuck, I wish I could do, man. I just don't have the time. I don't have the ability. I'm not that smart. I don't have this, that, and the other thing. But then I remember it's like, shit, I got something to offer this. There's people out there that are bigger than me in regards to numbers / influence that have a fraction of the community. And I say that to you too. I see the community that you have, and holy fuck, is it influential, man? They are everywhere. So I just remember, just be you, bro. Just be you, because you're genuine. You're good shit, and your content is so valuable. Valuable. You alone, bro, have taught me so much about the hustle and the attitude towards breeding and being diligent and being vigilant on your plants, your process, your product. And if it wasn't for that and the conversations that we've had, I wouldn't be able to relay that very same information to the new grower.
Yeah.
And, you know, so do keep it up, man, because
Yeah. Sure.
don't let these platforms take you down. Because I'm going to do whatever I can to champion the people that need to be championed in this community, while also just putting a butt out to those that certainly shouldn't be championed anymore. Because times are changing, man, and relentlessness is going to persevere here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Good.
Keep it
Yeah.
up. Yep.
Game.
Yep. Keep it up, man. So, one thing too, you mentioned you're teaching in the Discord right now. Do you have a link to your Discord, or what's your Discord name?
Zaza Genetics. Usually got a link in all the YouTube videos, but you can always hit me in a DM if you want the link. Or
Sweet.
I don't know. Discord makes it so weird to finding people, and just it's not like a thing where you could just go and nah. You got to be invited. Like you come through.
Yes.
You know,
I
so-
also think like Discord is like slept on too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in terms of community building, and it's funny I say that because it was my community that convinced me to create a Discord in the first place, and it was crazy because I just didn't even see a purpose in it, and then once I saw it, I was like, this is something here, man. People can chill, people can chat and smoke, video or text, whatever, you know, or audio. It's definitely slept on. Are you doing Twitter? X?
No, I'm thinking about it. I spoke to a friend of mine who who was, we were talking about the whole Instagram thing. He's just like, man, come over to Twitter, man. Let's do a giveaway. And so I think about it now that you mentioned it. So I gotta do that. I know I got one. I just don't be over there.
Elon has made it very clear that he is not going to suppress our content. He is.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. He has said very clear that he is willing to let it go. And there I see a lot of weed stuff on Twitter, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling people, man, you got to move to Twitter. It's a slower moving community building app, but you can certainly gain influence and recognition on Twitter.
I was on Twitter Spaces for a couple months doing classes too, so
you'll fit right in. You'll fit right in, man.
Yeah.
I think you should double down. I really do. I really do because, like, don't get me wrong. I've been on Twitter for a few years. I only have just under like 3,000 followers, but in the Twitter world, that's relatively large. You can participate, like you said, the spaces and the smokes and all. You can get a little deeper and grow much faster. I don't, so I don't get that kind of exposure, but I do believe that Twitter is a space that the cannabis community should be confiding in, because the people that I follow, like I follow Dope as Yola, I follow oh god, I follow like Jesus, Weed Jesus or Cannabis Jesus or something, and these guys are huge. These guys are huge, and their stuff gets thousands. Goblin from Pine Park, ex Pine Park, whatever you think about him, he gets tens of thousands of views on a post. So it's like there's something to it. There's something to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we got to find a space for the home grow community. And
Agreed.
That's the thing. I try to stress to everybody, really understand the space that you operating in and understand the other spaces that's around us too. It's not just the cannabis community. You got the industry, and each industry and each community has different sectors. Even our community, this Instagram thing and all of this stuff is a really small place, even though it's all around the world. But it's these different sectors, man, and you'll see people going into licensing and legal stuff. People only, states focusing only on retail and selling weed. While other states are actually learning how to grow weed, and so it's just all different. And you really got to know where you are and what you represent, so you can make it all make sense around here, man. Because it could all be gone in tomorrow, man.
You're 100% right. That's the volatility here in our space, brother.
Yeah.
That's it, man. So I did mention your Discord, and then I got distracted on your classes. What other projects do you have going on? It's the Discord? If anyone
I'm
wanted to
working on
reach out and follow,
yeah, catch me on the ZazaGenetics.com. We got a permanent sale going on. I'll leave here and throw another 25% off on top of the sale. Pigeons 420. So you
let's go.
Yeah, for you know all Pigeons followers, and then other than that, we got Team Zaza Community Choice Awards we working on, which is a dope concept that we all came up with, and it's sort of like the Grammys for the community though. But we just want to virtually, and maybe eventually some sponsors will come and put it all together in real life. But something that starts off just for the community, man, and shouting out the people who really are on the ground level and really wanting that recognition, grinding every day with giveaways and grinding, trying to get followers and grinding, trying to show your plants and tagging people, wishing they would recognize you, and companies wishing they would shout you out. You know, like, damn, I bought your shit. You know, recognize me. You know, so you know, for those people, because we all been there. We all been there. I've been there. That's that's a good place to be. That's the burning desire that you get as a new person. You know, you hold on to that. It's for as long as you can, because through experience, that burning desire falls out. It fades away. And through that experience, you need to know how to grasp the concept and understand what's happening. That the only thing is not that you falling off or you not becoming better through your experience, but your experience has burnt out your burning desire. So the only way to resolve that is by keeping it simple and stupid and going back to the basics. Sometimes that growing 101 or whatever it is, life 101, we need to go back to the basics to really understand the position we at currently, man. So, you know, take time and treat people how you want to be treated, and use empathy, because a little bit goes a long way. And, you know, that's all I can say.
Amen. Amen, brother. You said it very well, man. Thank you for spreading the word, brother. I really appreciate you for stopping by, man. High as shit or not, that was a great conversation, bro.
I came in hot, but you know.
Hey, man, we kept it going, man. That was great, bro. That was awesome, man. Seriously, man, it's always a great time when you come around. It's an honor when you sit down and we chill, bro. I sure hope you make it to Vegas, because let me tell you, when you do, we're gonna all sit down. We're all gonna sit down. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time, brother. We're gonna make sure that happens, man.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Zaza Genetics, make sure you go and follow him on his new Instagram account. We're gonna fire that shit back up, man, because I cannot wait to see what you got for content, man. Because your message is undeniable, and you deserve to be on the internet, bro. You're a great friend. Thank you, man. You're a hell of a man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Huge shout out to Zaza Genetics. That's my guy. I appreciate him for stopping by, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. It really sucks that our community has to deal with this relentless attack of just suppression and annihilation. It's undeniable. And I know it's not a conversation that many of us want to have, because it's like, yeah, yada, like it's such a hard thing for people to really relate to. Of all the shit we talk about and we mention getting deleted, getting suppressed, most people are like, who the fuck cares? And honestly, I don't nobody cares. It's just something that we face over here that's frustrating. It's like doing a job and then doing a job with someone else, but watching them get all the benefit and all the reward and all the success and all the attention while you're sitting here doing the same damn thing. But it's like, nope. And it's not just me, folks. It's not just me. It's my entire community. And I mean that from all the way to the folks as Mr. Canucks grow, all the way to the little guy, because every single person is feeling that suppression, because it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't, but it is. It is. And I believe strongly that it's because we support the message that you should grow your own. We believe that you should be self-sufficient. And for that, I feel like that's the reason that people clamp down. The man clamps down on us. self. How dare you provide for yourself? Ah, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great conversation. Huge shout out to Zaza Genetics. Community highlight tonight. Mrs. P has nobody up, but what I am going to say is we're jumping into something that I'm really excited about. Community highlight tonight, guys. Community highlights. Only had 4 beer tonight, actually, as a matter of fact. Sorry, Rob, I was reading your comment. Edited out the last little bit via YouTube's. Oh, nice. Crazy they can't allow the content people want to see be easily available for them to see. Don't share it, and those that don't want to see it. That's it. I've got 107,000 subscribers. I would love if those people were able to see my comments, or videos, right? We're able to see my videos. Just those. They hit the subscribe. They chose to view. Just give it to them. Just them. I don't care if they're new. Let them spread it by word. Okay? That's my biggest thing. I wanted to give a shout out to somebody who we referenced here earlier. Another creator bigger than me. The reason I want to give community highlights to, I never originally thought I was going to give shout outs to creators that were bigger than me, but then I realized that there's a ton of just awesome creators out there that are doing their thing that you might never have heard of, and you might be just seriously looking for a good time. So I would like to highlight tonight Matt and Nick from Strain Show. Earlier, I gave them the shout out for their reference to the moldy weed story. They're putting out wicked content. Do you have their YouTube up too? Actually, this is a little R rated, but that's okay. I never said where to look it up. I just said no, YouTube. Check out YouTube. YouTube Strain Show. They've got wicked vidges. You will not be disappointed with. Going over all kinds of topics, whether it's grow related content, whether it's community related content. Check it out. So Strain Show, I'm actually already subscribed because I just love his stuff. Putting out very valuable information and in a very consumable way. So I find myself chilling in the live chat or the live shows chat quite often. Actually, I don't always say anything, but I'm in there. So go hang out, go check them out, let them know the flock sent you. For the 6 of you that do it, go be vocal. All right, go be vocal, guys. That's Matt and Nick from the Strange Show, guys. Tonight's community highlight. So this is a last little segment that I would like to add to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I just kind of ask you. I'm going to come up with a little after, but I'm looking over at Mrs. P because she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I would like to go through the comments. Because let me be very, very honest with you guys. For the 110 of you that made it, and say the 50 of you that stayed the whole time, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Maybe 67. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You might have had questions this whole time that were just killing you, and you're like, "Pigeons, look at my fucking comments, man." I want you to have an opportunity to leave a comment. I want you an opportunity to say something either related to the stories or something kind, positive, or just something that general that you really need to get off your chest. I would like to address that right now. So because I take so long to do it, I'm allowing the chat to catch up with the screen. So you're taking this opportunity to type now. Soon I'll have a video that comes up so that you have that opportunity. Look at my fucking comments, man. I see yours. I always happen to see yours with the bright green. So green. But if you have any questions, now would be an opportunity to ask. Boop. There, I'll allow that cursing in my chat. We're here to support the troops. Yeah, fuck yeah, support the troops. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you ever head to my Twitch streams at Pigeons420, I have on my microphone always, and have had a little testament that says, "Lest we forget," and that is a testament to our veterans. Shout out to our veterans that allow me to sit here on the internet, smoke weed, and talk shit. Because if it wasn't for their sacrifice, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I have an undeniable debt to our veterans, and in fact, I've got my best friend's last name tattooed on my back, who I lost overseas to war, to defended my ass that didn't want to go. So I've got nothing but respect. And if there's anything that I feel like as communities we should be taking care of, it's our children. So men, listen to me. Men, we have a job. We have a duty. We got to raise our children. We have to take care of our elderly. And we need to support our veterans. Okay? That's something big for me. That one's something big. But keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We wouldn't be able to sit here and just have a great conversation. So I asked for comments and I didn't look at a single one. What a great show, guys. No.
We have a couple.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I am looking.
You've got Nate asking boxers or briefs.
I'm briefs now.
Well, boxer briefs.
Boxer brief. She knows. Boxer brief. I used to wear gym shorts.
Well, briefs are like tidy white.
No. Briefs? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least in a, like when you ask a female. But boxer briefs are
Okay. I've briefed the box. I'm a boxer, very briefly.
ROB from CLTV.
I know him. He's in the chat.
He's been here all night. All night.
He didn't pass out?
He says we're gonna
The
sit
kids
here.
aren't there.
We're gonna sit here every week and not say something about those cookies. I can't do it anymore.
Stop it. Stop it. Nobody knows but you.
You
Moving
were
along.
here, dude. You were here.
No, he's addressing the fact that it's back.
That the cookie's back. Did we not already talk about this?
No, it never happened. Moving on.
Oh my god. No, I feel like I need to address it now. So I didn't actually eat the cookie. You guys kept saying that I deserved a cookie, and instead of actually eating the cookie, I hid it. And if you look on those videos, you can kind of see it and where it's hidden. I just wanted to see how mad he'd get. And he cried. And so I put it back.
I shedded a tear.
Just one. No, I couldn't do that.
Robert.
As bad as I want one, I couldn't do that. So I'm glad I hit it and I didn't actually eat it because I feel like
My exact response was, "Is the cut the video cut?" And I was like, "You ate the cookie."
it was great.
He's like, she didn't want to admit to it.
I'm pretty sure I looked at you and I said, I
It
don't know
depends how mad you
yeah,
are.
how mad are you?
And I was like, I'm devastated. Is what I like, something along those lines. Yep. I didn't beat her.
Nope. Not one.
Nope.
But I'm pretty sure if I had actually eaten it, I would no longer be living. So.
But that's exactly what a dude who beats his wife would. A woman who. I told her not to tell you. Anyways, moving right along. No, yeah, she does deserve a cookie. She gets a cookie, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
Not one of those cookies.
Great comment. Great conversation. She deserves a cookie, and she's gonna get one in Vegas.
Yay!
We're gonna give her a Korean barbecue on Robert's Poverty Palette. I think. Hey, maybe. Hey, fuck it. FTS will pay.
To be fair, I'm making the itinerary, so I choose where we go. So. We have another question.
Yes. What do we got? I'm gonna need another beer.
Bobby, Panel.
Yep.
Snapback or fitted?
Oh, I'm almost always snapback. I used to be fitted, but I feel like they fitted weird. I'm snapback. Snapback all day. Keep my foot in like that. Oh, constant entertainment to the eyes here, folks. I'm snapback all day. Been snapback for probably a couple years because I was fitted. But I feel like with a snap, you can make it fit better. Snapback all day. Snapback all day. Snapback all day. And maybe it's because I'm 25.
I think it initially changed because
7 foot.
the custom hat only customizing your hat.
Yeah, but I did always wear like a ball, like a curved peak
True.
back in the day. Back in the day. I still remember going to flat peak. I remember that switch. I was scared. I was afraid.
Druzilla says cookie eating at 110,000 subs.
No.
Ted.
No. No. Dude, okay, come on.
Hang on. Thomas says what's in the cookie. So it is an Oreo that is coated in white chocolate and it has his logo on it.
I had two. Mrs. P had a bite.
I had a bite. I got a tiny bite.
And one of them is my logo. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a closer shot than that, do we?
No.
Because my other camera's not working tonight, even
And
though
the
I
ribbon's
see it
kinda
on.
covering it.
But one's my logo and one's the other. One's my logo, one's ACI's new logo. And let me tell you guys, if I'm a fucking stoner, man. If there's no way these would have survived if I wasn't keeping both of them. Okay? Because they're fucking great.
They're so good.
They're so good. And like I don't always have munchies around. They are often the only thing that I could just smash. Okay? But for relevance, only because I just found this here just the other day, I also have a money bag.
Oh.
Okay? This is a Grand Theft Auto 5 money bag. Okay? The reason it's back there is because I've run out of spots where I won't touch it. I have never opened the bag. No, I think I've opened the bag.
You
actually.
opened it once.
I've opened the seal, and I've taken it out one time to touch it. I have never done anything with it. I've never used it. I've never touched it. It's a Grand Theft Auto 5 money bag. I've got the key to. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that will keep something forever and never open it, never touch it, never, because I can appreciate it just like this. I'm also the guy that will not take the plastic off screens. Okay, just about every, I had to take one off for a product review, but every single piece of equipment in here still has the plastic on the front.
Oh my god,
My
you guys.
car has
Our
plastic.
car still has plastic on the running board. Covering the Mustang.
On the running boards, and a eighth of it's coming off. Fine. I don't beat her.
Hold on, there was another question.
She'd take me anyway.
Where did it go?
I should beat her though. Maybe she wouldn't rip the plastic off my running boards.
I'm that person that finds it so satisfying to pull the fresh plastic off of everything. So
You and millions of others.
we do not coexist well.
But the 30 of us in the world that enjoy plastic on or plastic off, Flock, what do you think? Go. Plastic on or plastic off? Go. I'll show you. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea how this is going to go. Plastic on, or there's 123 people in here. Probably 50 of you have me just sitting in the kitchen on high while you're putting the kids to bed. So I want to see it right here. On or off? Plastic on or off? On or off? This has me going. Oh, I gotta know. Off? Everyone? Really? Don't just take her side.
Nate, yes, I'm seeing my husband.
Don't just see. What?
Nate asked, is Mrs. P seeing anyone?
Is Mrs.
Yes, my husband.
For now.
For the last 15 years.
Till she takes the plastic off the fucking room.
He might not see me for much longer.
No, it's great. Okay, so there's a couple ons. But I think the majority are off. Or is it even now? Kind of evened out now that everyone's kind of.
Still got plastic on cars and appliances? No, man. The day that we got our new fridge, I sat for an hour and peeled plastic off of every square inch.
Every little piece. You peel it off. I was
so
like,
good.
I guess if that's your thing, I would
It
leave it
was
on.
so good.
I left it. I leave that shit on. I leave that on all the time. But oh well, that's the difference. We have we have some things in common. We sleep in the same bed. Sometimes. Only because we snore. That's why. That's the only other reason.
We snore. He's so kind. I snore.
I snore sometimes too, but you still
Sometimes,
leave.
but not like
I don't
do.
leave. I don't.
No.
I left. I leave sometimes. That's a married couple for you. A lot of married couples. Are there many married couples in the chat? You guys still sleep together? We know married couples that don't sleep together. Is what it is. We do. 85% of the time. 90. Even our kid was like, I like it when you guys sleep in the same. But that's it. Damn, Pete, off so you can see me clearly, brother. Oh yes, good to see you. Oh, I can see clearly now. But together, yeah. I leave plastic on my AC Infinity controllers. Scott is about 12 minutes behind, but I'm glad you're commenting, bro. Glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. When you catch up, I want to hear you still sleep thrive. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say. Because if you don't, I will. Sorry. That's how that should have finished, but it didn't. Well, Mrs. P, I think that was a fantastic episode.
I hope everybody liked it.
What do you think? What do you think? It's fair to say, actually, Friday.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about it.
We didn't. We didn't talk about it.
You're going on an adventure tomorrow.
I forgot about it.
Don't forget about it.
Right after From the Stash. Right. I forgot. Yep. Right after From the Stash. I'm driving into the city because I got to drive anywhere for everything. I got to drive into the city because I'm picking up a new desk. New desk that I'm going to build. I built it myself. I just assembled it with pieces. I was like, I'm just going to make this work. Cabinets and desks. Cabinets and tops is what I do.
I'm sorry. I was just reading.
Oh.
French.
Yep. Frenchie's diarrheas.
Yeah.
Yep.
My wife farts and the smell is so bad she wakes up and punches me.
That's never happened to us.
That just reminded me of when you came in the room the other day with a pillow and I asked what you were doing and you were like, I'm just gonna smother you. And I was like, okay. And I rolled over and went back to sleep.
Yeah, I was coming for a pillow between my legs, and then I was walking towards the bed, and just as I get to the bed, I got the pillow, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Smothering you." That was my response. The memes people are gonna get off this.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a very hated person.
Anyway, sorry, desk tomorrow and then Friday.
Friday, new computer. Can you check it right now? No, we checked it at the end of the day today or at the beginning?
No, I checked at the beginning of the day and I had no update. Yes.
Got a brand new computer on the way, guys. So if you guys don't know, we run the entire show off of one computer, and I'm looking over there because my monitor's over there. I'll be honest. We run the show completely off of one computer. And it is far easier to run the show off two computers. It's easier on the system. And not to mention I'm a gamer. And it's going to be wicked to game. Can't wait to play City Skylines. Or Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I digress. Forget about Call of Duty. We got a brand new computer on the way. And it's going to be a huge update to things. It's going to just make things so much smoother, and things are going to run so much better, and I just cannot wait. So huge upgrade to the system around here. Huge. This is huge. It's like a 4090 graphics card, best you can get. Pretty amazing. And I'm not trying to flex. We don't do stuff like this very often. So to have this ability to upgrade is pretty fucking awesome, and it's pretty much because of you guys. So thank you. Thank you.
Double A, it hasn't.
No. Oh, okay.
Double A asked me doing.
No. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna set it up first, make sure it runs, then go live from it, and then from that I'll take the camera, go portable, and kind of show it off and stuff. And then we're jumping straight into City Skylines. 100%. We're starting a 4K 4090 maxed out graphics. This only resonates with 8 of you. However, come join twitch.tv/pigeons420. I cannot wait. I actually, nope. I was going to say that I have a gaming channel, but I'm not going to do that. So yeah, come twitch.tv/pigeons420. Come check that out. Come check it out. I think that's fair. We're out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire show was brought to you by you guys. One last time, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Guys, thank you. Huge shout out to you guys for bringing us the show. If you would like to have your name on the screen as well, yo, shout out to Moose, the Panera Tree, Sam, Waynard. I don't have my glasses that way. Carson, Ewish, Sam Squash 68. Where's Dave? East Coast Grower, John Savage, Cam Z, Sheezy, Big Sexy Buds, Idiom, Doc Perp, and Cannabis Cal. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me. And if you would like to see your name on the bottom of that screen, head on over to patreon.com/pigeons420. Guys, it's been an epic show. I seriously appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the last little banter that you guys brought to the show. I think that's a must. We're going to incorporate that into the shows moving on.
I appreciate that you guys are so nice to me and you put up with me and my lack of knowledge of running a show. So thank you.
That's perfect. That's exactly what an AI bot would say that I push buttons for to produce my show. So yeah, huge shout out to my wife, man. She is the most useful piece of equipment in this entire operation. Hands down, other than obviously just trying to keep the wheels running that I do over here. Having a strong, independent woman that can help support you do your dreams and fulfill your aspirations as a man is so amazing. It's irreplaceable, and I'm thankful for that. So huge shout out to the producer of my show, my wife, my best friend, and the mother to my son, Mrs. P. She's a undeniable link to this system. So thank you, Mrs. P. We love you.
We love you too.
It's pretty awesome to have you, and this show would be nothing without you. So huge shout out to you, Mrs. P. Huge shout out to you guys for putting up with the both of us, okay? Because we are a handful, and Tea with P would be nothing without you. So thank you guys for joining us. As we end, I have a brief message that I think that you should watch. Operators are standing by. I love you so much. I will see you next week, as long as hockey doesn't interfere. Wednesday, 9 p.m. I appreciate you. And tomorrow on FTS at 12 Central. Peace out.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear.
Hi, I'm Pigeons420. Will you be an angel for an abused plant? Every day, innocent plants are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're calling for your help. Please visit stashblend.com today and join the nation in helping abused plants get an 8-ounce bag of Stash Blend. That's just $27.70 or 96 cents per day. You'll be helping rescue plants from their abusers and provide nutrition, beneficial bacteria, mycorrhizae, and love. You'll help rescue plants from their abusers. Call or join now, and you'll receive a welcome kit of a photo of a dude impacted by your decision. Order now and change a life.
I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my